What up, Maria? Welcome to your personal reading. Empress of Duality here to serve. Thank you for allowing me to tap into your energy, to co-create with you, get some messages from Spirit today. So they have me do things a little bit differently today. As I read your email, there were a lot of like little messages and hints and codes in your story. And as I was reading, Spirit was kind of just in your higher self, me connecting with your higher self was just kind of giving me information on what was coming through your email. So for you, Maria, I'm going to start off with some channeled messages from Spirit, straight from Source, what they would like you, this is what they would like to say to you right now. I have created a safe and sacred container for messages of the highest good only to come through, messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity, please, Spirit, and messages to push Maria to the path that she truly desires. All right. With that being said, Maria, let's do it. So, where do you want me to start? Okay. So for Libra, I'm going to call the one that you're with, that you've been with for, I think, 7 years, you live with for like 4 years, something like that. Whoever that is, Libra Sun, right? Yes, Libra Sun, Cancer Moon, Scorpio Rising, that person. When I was reading your story talking about Libra, this is what came through for you. So actually, they want me to... So let's see. Like I said, I've never done it this way, but this is what I feel called to do, and you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I also ask Spirit for messages, of confirmation for you, for validation for what you've been seeing and how you understand things. So some of these messages could just be confirmations for you, okay? Or some of these messages could be enlightening to something maybe that you didn't see. So with the Libra guy, what I heard for you is the relationship truly lacking? You were talking about how in 2019, Libra hadn't really shown up the way that you needed him to. And the message that I heard from that is the relationship truly lacking, or is your ego's fears trying to tell you that your partner needs to meet a certain expectation that is not his responsibility? So what the energy that was coming through and what that message means is, sometimes when we're in a relationship, we start to make our own feelings and emotions our partner's responsibility, right? Expecting your partner to validate your emotions instead of you validating your emotions yourself. And they just want you, so when you look at the relationship now, have the awareness to ask yourself if you are placing a condition or an expectation on Libra for how he has to show up for you to feel loved, for you to feel balanced, for you to feel whole, right? And if you are, I don't want to say codependent, but there is this energy with the Libra guy where I do feel like it's coming through as though you place maybe some conditions or expectations on how he has to show up for you. But your love is unconditional, right? You don't have to do anything to receive my love. You are worthy of love. So just be aware and take notice if you are placing an expectation or condition on someone else for your ego's fears to feel good. Because I hope that makes sense. Okay. Seeking that external validation when you need to validate your own emotions, right? Your own truth. So for the other love interest, the Virgo sun, what came through is trust issues. I was reading your email too, and I actually did these messages and then I read the email and like put it together. So now I'm just kind of like running it back to you how I put it together. So with the Virgo sun, trust issues is what I heard. And these trust issues and the energy that you carry by having the trust issues is what's holding you back in your life. You doubting your own choices and intuition. And Spirit wants you to really build yourself up and build that connection and relationship with yourself. What thoughts are you thinking about yourself? What belief systems do you hold about yourself? Do you have feelings of unworthiness? Do you need external validation of your own emotions? Do you process emotions in a healthy manner, right? And that's kind of the lesson that's going on between you and the Virgo, okay? They're reflecting that trust issue back to you. So, trust yourself and make discerning decisions. Trust yourself to take aligned action with what your heart desires, right? And then after I got that, I went back and looked at your email, and you said it's not so much a choice, it's not so much a choice. You just want to know Spirit's advice. Check it out, 555 on my phone. 5 stands for change. And I heard freedom for you. Look at the image on my phone. She's free, right? Beautiful. So you said in the email it's not so much a choice, but then I kind of heard Spirit giggle and say, actually, the lesson that she is learning right now is about choices. So that's where your point of focus, they're asking you and inviting you to put your point of focus on the lesson that is before you about choices, because it all comes down to whether it's trust issues, external validation. It all comes back to making a choice. Which choice is the path of least resistance for you? Which choice is your soul calling you to make? So then the energy switched up a bit, and I have one more message. And this, I feel like, connects to the Libra that you're with, okay? And Spirit says, Maria, you are not obligated to be with anyone. Your only obligation in this world, beautiful soul, is yourself and God. So in 2017, that mistrust happened, right? And what they're explaining to me is what you're going through right now, this lesson with the Virgo or the Libra and the Virgo, the lesson that's being reflected back to you is all about making discerning choices and trusting yourself to take a leap of faith to where your soul is calling you to go, where your intuition is telling you to go, right? But in 2017, that mistrust happened, and it took you maybe like 2 years to kind of get back to balance and feeling good about yourself and manifesting things and, that kind of thing, right? But what they shared with me, what your higher self shared with me, is right now, if you can remember back to 2017 and the thoughts that you were thinking and the doubt maybe that you felt and the lack of trust that you had in yourself, right? You built your relationship up enough, though, that relationship with self. You built yourself up from 2017 to 2019. But the catch is, even though you did heal a lot of that mistrust, right? A lot of that doubt, the negative thought patterns that you had about yourself, negative beliefs that you had about yourself, you built yourself up. But the catch is that energy is coming back around, and it's just another layer of the wound that you were working on in 2017. If you can remember what the core wound was that you were working on and that you were healing, this is another layer of that, and it all goes down to making a choice and trusting yourself to take the leap of faith. Okay, let me see if I got everything. This is a lesson about choices, trust. You are not obligated to be with anyone, Maria. The only obligation is to yourself and God. And they want me to add to that. So when it comes to the Libra guy, don't make a choice to be with him based off... Hold on, what was it? Oh, don't make the choice to be with him because of feelings of obligation or feelings of guilt, feelings of shame, feelings of doubting yourself because you don't want to hurt somebody. And, sometimes endings can be painful or difficult for us to emotionally process. But at the same time, when we make a choice for ourselves, for the highest good of ourselves, when we trust our intuition, and release any fear or shame or feelings of obligation to someone and just refocus to ourselves, the main question is, what do you need to feel fulfilled in your life? Because you are worthy of love, of abundance, of money, of prosperity, of friendship, soul vibe, tribe. You're worthy of all these beautiful things, but you have to put yourself in alignment with what you have asked for. If you've asked for, a relationship where you can really evolve together, love together, release conditions and unrequited love from past experiences, trust each other, trusting your intuition. But they do want you to release any of that shame or guilt or feelings of obligation, okay? So, with that being said, Maria, 11 minutes, that's not too bad. Sometimes Spirit be having me talking forever. They are like, you know what I mean? They are. I feel like they are like that with you too. Oh, okay. I see why that energy's coming through. For you too, Maria, you have a very clear connection to your higher self. However, you got to learn to trust the information that is coming through without judgment. That was another thing for your energy. Pay attention to when you start to judge others. Pay attention to the judgments that you place upon yourself as well, okay? So let's check out, let's do Libra first. Okay? Let's do Mr. Libra first. Spirit, thank you for the beautiful messages so far. Asking for messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity from Maria today, Spirit. What do we need to know about Maria's connection with Libra? Her current partner. I invite Maria's current partner's higher self into this space. Any messages that you have for Maria are welcome at this time. I invite you into this safe and sacred container with us. For some reason, I feel like the person that you're with, Maria, I feel like he's really easy to talk to, like really easygoing, very like gentle and compassionate, and really just like really sweet. It feels like this could be your connection with him, or it could be his energy. I just called it in, but it's just the sweetest, most gentle energy. It's beautiful. Like I could sit in this energy all day. It's like gentle and beautiful and calm and relaxing, but at the same time, like, when you're a kid and you get excited about something and like your heart starts lighting up and you kind of get butterflies or whatever. That's how it feels. So that's a good start. Right? So let's see, what else do I got about Libra? Libra, Virgo moon, and Scorpio rising. Libra sun, Cancer moon, Scorpio rising. I did feel guided earlier when I tapped into your energy to point out the Scorpio rising, the Scorpio ascendant sign, and maybe do some, this is exactly, I'll go back to that, but check out these cards that just came out. I mean, wow. Engagement, this is for you and Libra. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. We knew that. Past life relationship, like y'all have a strong emotional connection and it's so beautiful. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your youthful spirit to shine. So you're also healing that inner child, right, Maria? So when you find yourself judging yourself, feeling unworthy, feeling guilt, feeling shame, imagine yourself as an inner child, and what does your inner child need to process the emotions? What does your inner child need to understand what choice to make? Nurturing that inner child, acknowledging her emotions, not running from the emotions or expecting someone else to take responsibility for how we are feeling or validating how we're feeling, right? So I'm definitely keeping those because that's y'all's energy all day. All day. Oh, and what I was going to say about the Scorpio rising thing is there's some messages in there for you. If you go online and, or YouTube and Google Scorpio rising and kind of get familiar with the energy that brings, there's going to be some, you'll be able to understand your own energy and lessons a little bit better, okay? It helped me a lot to get to know the energies that I carry. And then once you get to know them and you acknowledge it and you consciously, harness the Scorpio rising energy and whatever you believe to be your weakness in this world, whether that be, communication, whether that be communicating your emotions, anyways, completely forgot what I was going to say. Overall energy, please, Spirit, for Libra and Maria. Overall energy, please, Spirit, for Libra and Maria. Overall energy for Libra and Maria. Thank you. I saw that card pop out too. Retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. I really feel like there's maybe some emotional attachments, emotional codependency on the Libra, the current person that you're with. And there are some emotions and belief systems. And if you think back to 2017, right, what you were dealing with, it's kind of like an echo of that energy, but in a different way, in a different experience. So how I'm feeling it, forgiving and learning at the bottom of the deck. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. I feel like okay, let me just break this down. You and Libra used to have such a playful, gentle, genuine relationship, communication, beautiful conversations, but it's like after 2017 to 2019, like something changed. But what it is that past wound still influencing and manifesting in your current life, your current reality. And as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. So why you feel blocked from feeling the beautiful energy that is before you is because of that past wound, that mistrust, that feeling, the feelings of obligation, self-worth issues, external validation issues, okay? So leave those two out. Let's confirm. All right, let's use these. Current energy, your current energy, current energy that is why can't I have my words today, Maria? Like, what is going on with my words? Is this how you feel? Do you feel like you just can't even get the words to put together what is going on between you and Libra and you and whoever? Like, geez, maybe it's just me. I ain't even trying to blame you. Anyway, current energy, influencing energy, binding energy to your current person, to Libra. Let's see what else we get. Pulling in messages for Libra. Oh, snap. Maria and Libra. Pulling in clear messages for Maria about her current soulmate. Libra, please. Messages of love, healing, and utmost clarity. Messages to push Maria to the path that she truly desires. What do we need to know about the energy between Maria and Libra? Clear messages, please. Thank you for allowing me to transmit these messages with utmost love and clarity, precision, and bringing these messages in a way that Maria can truly understand the guidance and the energy that is coming through for her. Two more shuffles, and one more. All right, I think I got your energy pulled in. Okay, I'm nervous. You nervous? I knew it. I hadn't said this part yet, but I knew it. Refocus in the reverse with divine timing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. See what's up with soulmate. Ooh, that is so perfect to explain the energy. There's a key there. I guess we'll find out what the key is in just a minute. What's up with playfulness? Yep. Divine feminine in the reverse, not trusting your intuition. What is your soul calling you to do, Maria? What does your heart truly tell you without the ego's blabbing mouth in the background, right? Bottom of the deck is guide and cycles. So let's see. Anything else from these cards, Spirit? I don't think I want to take all those. Any other messages with these cards, Spirit? Pride and ego. Confirming that message, right? Why are you, the thoughts that you think when it comes to this current connection. Look, there's your Libra right there. Balancing the scales. There's a Libra. Oh my gosh, wow. With an offer. Wow. With union. That's the marriage card right there, Maria. They are happily married and in union and co-creating their lives together. Wow. With the Libra card. Like, I'm amazed. Wow. He really does love you, Maria. He loves you so unconditionally. And I feel like you need to share more of what your inner world with him. Let him into your inner world. Your ego thinks it is protecting you by suppressing your authenticity, by suppressing what you have to say. All right. Admired at the bottom of the deck. He admires you for all of the transformation. He's seen you transform over and over again throughout you two's lives together. And he just looks at you and like, this girl, like, I can learn from her. I can learn some shit from Maria. Heart space wide open, not resisting transformation. It's beautiful. Look, his higher self is coming through right now. All right, Libra, where else we going? Okay. I got you. Libra. Look, Maria, I ain't biased or nothing. And I ain't even pulled for the other dude yet, but this is just something beautiful. Now, just because it's beautiful and like has all these great attributes and, you really help each other evolve and, motivate each other and inspire each other to be the best versions of yourself. That doesn't mean it has to be romantic. That is up to you. That is your choice, your free will. And at some point, you have to make the decision. That's the thing, is we try to look all different sorts of ways to understand what is going on in our current situation, when in reality, we already have the answer. Spirit's already told us what our conclusion is, but we don't trust it. But we continue to search for answers that they've already given us, right? Let me see something. Virgo moon, yes. Analyzing the past, analyzing current experiences, analyzing the future, right? Pride and ego. Needing to maintain control, too, for you, Maria. So, Three of Swords or the Death in the reverse, but the swords are out of the heart. I feel like you help each other heal, and y'all are at another phase in y'all's relationship where this is just beautiful to me, Maria. It's beautiful energy, but we'll see. Okay, we'll see. So with your current, so Maria's current energy, please, Spirit, with Libra. What does Spirit need her to understand about Libra, her relationship with Libra? Wow. Beautiful. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is a new phase, Maria. This is a brand new cycle. This is the closing, finally, of 2017 and all the energy that came through for you. You know, self-worth issues, commitment issues, fear of failure. Hold on one second, Maria. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so Maria, your current energy. Eight of Cups. I feel like that's you looking in the cup. And see, he's over here. He's ready. He's walking, right? But because of the past, these are past cups. Some of them are spilled over, some of them are not. But she's looking back with regret, with shame, with guilt, with doubt, not trusting her intuition, right? With the moon being there, you know, really your intuition and what you know to be true. Well, I feel like on the other side, you know, if you could surrender your past, surrender the burdens, and refocus your energy right now, your current energy is refocused in the reverse. So focus your energy instead of what you don't want. Right? See her looking at that cup. She is not happy about that cup. She doesn't want that cup, right? But she's standing there looking at it. So releasing that and making the choice to refocus on what is before you. The Queen of Pentacles, stability, a sturdy foundation built on unconditional love. And it's right before. She sees it. You know what I mean? Ace of Swords, truth and clarity coming through for you, Maria. The bird has returned from the sky and he's brought this clarity down to you, so that it makes me feel like Spirit has communicated with you what would be stable for you, what would be balanced, what is the path of, you know, least resistance for you, and what do you want, Maria? Because that matters. That's what matters to Spirit. What do you want, need, and desire to be your most authentic self? And then we got the Devil here with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I just feel like that Virgo moon, the shadow side, what is in your subconscious, right? What you subconsciously believe about the situation. Even though the clarity comes in for you, the Virgo moon, that shadow aspect, needs to analyze everything, needs to nitpick it, needs to search and search and search and seek answers and understanding and clarity, but refocusing on what you know to be true. That's how you find the balance, right? Because there's an imbalance in y'all's energy right now, and I'm sure it doesn't feel the best all the time, but it's divine timing and it's all happening for you. It's not happening to you. And they're wanting you to embrace the journey with this beautiful soul. Embrace it. You know? And they're wanting you, they're not going to tell you which one's good, bad, right, wrong. They're telling you what's coming up between you guys. What is this relationship challenging you to do or to be? What is it challenging you? What beliefs is it challenging within you? So let's look at conclusions in the reverse. Wow. Take one more. I'm taking that. Oh, shoot. Am I taking these? Just lay them there for a second. So under conclusions is the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. It is time to birth a new cycle, a new age, a new you. With the Wheel of Fortune there, this is destined opportunities. Destined lessons for the evolution of your soul. And again, it's all about what is your soul calling you to do. So what's your question? What does Spirit need me to understand about Libra? What Spirit wants you to understand about Libra is this person gives you the opportunity and creates a foundation for you to go within yourself and see what limiting self-beliefs you may hold and refocus onto positive self-belief, positive self-talk. You know, he creates that space for you to go within and really birth who you are into the 3D. And the Empress, she knows what she wants, man. She knows. She's connected with nature. She's connected with Mother Gaia. She's connected with Spirit. All right, let's see. What does Spirit need me to understand about Libra? What Spirit wants you to understand about Libra is conditions, expectations. What conditions and expectations do you set upon yourself and others when it comes to love? When it comes to co-creating? And removing conditions and, really allowing progress in yourself to move forward. So let's see. That key keeps looking at me. The key is what? The key is taking responsibility for your own feelings and emotions. What Spirit wants you to understand about Libra is they're reflecting back to you your expectation of him validating your own emotions instead of you validating them yourself. Seeking that external, right? It's okay to ask for assistance. It's okay to reach out when you need a higher perspective, right? And I feel like your intuition, like you get those little nudges of like your stomach dropping or negative energy when you think about certain things, right? When you think about certain things, that anxiety sets in, the discomfort sets in, right? And then you try to like analyze it, look at it, try to figure it out. What does Spirit need me to understand about Libra? They're reflecting back to you how you choose to deal with and process your emotions. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Let's see what this offer and union is about. Yeah, there's this sense, Maria, of drowning out your own intuition. Divine Feminine in the reverse, that's all intuition right there. All intuition. The Empress, intuition. The Lovers, the Queen of Cups, emotional stability. High Priestess in the reverse, all about the intuition. And the Nine of Swords, fighting and resisting and choosing not to let your ego's fears run the show. Because we get wounded and we have trauma, right? We get wounded, we have trauma. And then when that trauma happens, we create a belief system around that trauma, to the ego, to protect ourselves from pain or hurt or harm. But it gets to a point where you get to a point in your journey where the beliefs that you hold begin to trap you, okay? So I think that's good. for Libra. I got a whole card salad up here. I told you he likes to talk. I already know. This is sign again. Cancer moon, Scorpio rising. He likes to talk. Okay. So let's see. Where are my cards on? So let's see about Virgo sun. Even though I'll see what comes through, but the information that you are seeking to understand the two relationships, I feel like all of Spirit's messages for the energy that you are experiencing right now and the lessons that you are learning, I feel like that's already came out. So we'll just check out the energy and the path between you and Virgo. Calling in messages of love, healing, and the utmost clarity for Maria today when it comes to her connection with Virgo. Virgo sun, Capricorn moon, Cancer rising. What does Maria need to understand about her connection with Virgo? Current energy, influencing energy, finding energy to your current person or situation. Yes, I was feeling that as I was shuffling the cards. The Virgo moon, the shadow aspects, the subconscious beliefs, right? The negative self-talk, the external validation of emotions, the ability to deal with your emotions in a healthy way. All comes down to control issues, and I feel like it's being reflected in both of these connections. The same things, just in a different way, is reflecting back the trust issues, right? The mistrust that happened, another layer of 2017, another layer of that. Any feelings of obligation, right? So what Spirit wants you to understand about these two connections is it's not what they're doing that's reflecting your energy back to you, because it is a perfect mirror right now for you to really understand how you process things, how you focus, and how you focus your energy to create, what point of and what vibrational set point you create from. Your beliefs create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. Everything that you see in this world once started off as a thought, so that should tell you how powerful your thoughts are. And what Spirit wants you to understand between both of these connections is not what they're doing and what's going on in the external, but when they do or say what they say to you, what thought forms come up for you? What emotions come up for you when you have conversations, probably triggering conversations, or something triggers you within either of these connections? It's not what they did that Spirit wants you to look at. It's when they did what they did, what thoughts did it trigger within you? How did you start to see them? What judgments did you cast? What judgments did you cast upon yourself? What emotions came up for you? How did you respond with your behavior, right? That's what Spirit wants you to understand about both of these connections. What are they reflecting back to you about you, okay? Overall energy, please, for Virgo and Maria. Enjoy this bliss of holiday time together. Okay, let me get one more for the overall energy between Maria and Virgo. Overall energy between Maria and Virgo. Wow. True love and very soon. And like I said earlier, true love, keep an open mind and trust. At the bottom of the deck with the wedding card. Love yourself first. Stay optimistic about your love life. New love is coming in. Know that you deserve love, right? All right. Releasing any codependency. I feel like I need to say that. Any codependency when it comes to emotional attachments, finances and careers, having heart-to-heart conversations, to forgive and learn. Release your ex. I'm hearing release your past. There's that engagement card again. Express your love. Past life relationship. Romantic feelings. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Wow. Beautiful story that they were telling. So, remember earlier I was talking about love. And true love. Sometimes we ruin connections with people because when we get intimate and vulnerable with someone, something in our mind, our ego's fears, our ego's control tells us that when we get intimate and vulnerable with somebody, then it must be romantic. But what I'm feeling from you and this person is calling in your soulmate. It feels like he is one of your tribe members, like that's your soul family. And it feels like he came back just to trigger and activate you. And that's what Spirit's wanting you to understand. What is being activated within your consciousness? What's being triggered? What thoughts are you thinking? How do you view this situation with this person? And taking it and looking at everything objectively without taking anything personally, right? It's just an event. It just is what it is. And finding the truth, right? So with this person, I feel like Spirit just wants you to, embrace them, have fun with them. Just because it's intimate and vulnerable doesn't mean it has to be romantic, right? So you can keep both of them, but the choice is yours. And I feel like between both of these people right now, they are helping motivate and inspire you to be the best version of yourself. And that includes letting go of control issues, especially when it comes to expressing your emotions and dealing with your emotions. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. I'll see what the separation card is about because I'm not sure. I'm going to use... Where are they? Oh, these cards. This is for Virgo. Please, Spirit. Oh, snap. This is for Virgo. Please, Spirit. This person is helping to reflect back to you and to shine a light upon your shadow side, your insecurities. This relationship and this connection, what they want you to understand is this connection with Virgo is calling you to look at the places within yourself where your ego has control, where your ego's fears has control. And is influencing your thoughts, influencing your emotions, influencing the actions that you take. And this connection is shining a light on the parts of yourself where you have to let go of control issues and allow the situation to unfold naturally. There's a lot of lessons and learning going on within both of these connections. And it's beautiful because at the same time, your experience through both of these connections is bringing you so much understanding, so much clarity, a deeper understanding of who you are and who you are to each other, a deeper understanding of unconditional love for yourself and for others, true love, unconditional love. And it's like both of these beautiful souls that you are playing with, they're activating you, they're holding space for you, they're allowing you to heal, they're shining a light on the places of yourself that were created in fear and are not authentic to who you are. Alright, so let's see what we get. Beautiful messages. It's like both of these people they're here for you. They're here for your learning. They're here for your highest good. And they're willing to play as much as you're willing to embrace. Settling. The Union card in the reverse. Forgiveness. Going back, that's one thing I forgot. Going back to that time in 2017 where things were not working out. You were not manifesting things. You did not feel good. You were numbing emotions. Your ego's fears and coping mechanisms and defense mechanisms were on full blast. Going back to that time and finding forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for the times that you told yourself you weren't good enough. Forgiving yourself for, whatever may have happened, so that you can finally release it. That's where the freedom comes from, is the forgiveness. So let's see what is going on with Virgo. Right? Yes. Settling. Current energy with this person, between you and this person, is separation, settling, and union in the reverse. Influencing energy, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Remember, that's about refocusing. This is the influencing energy. Refocusing on what you do want. No longer looking at the regrets. No longer looking at the past. No longer looking at that cup, right? And finding forgiveness and the ability to free yourself from the past once and for all. Concrete ideas. So let's see what's up with settling. Thank you. Chariot in the reverse. New perspectives, the Hangman, Pisces energy. And the High Priestess has showed herself again. Hidden knowledge. So they're wanting you, when it comes to Virgo, the current energy you're experiencing when it comes to Virgo, they're wanting you to really find a way to see this situation differently. That there is a higher perspective, a higher understanding of what you are experiencing with this person, and it's all within. It's all your intuition. That using and harnessing your divine feminine energy. So, give me one for the Chariot. Okay. Yes. I like that it's a 9. Oh, this is so beautiful. There's that Empress again, baby. You are ready. You are ready. So I feel like you kind of been, just chilling in life. Just flowing, just chilling, just hanging out. But now it's to the point where you get to, there's 2 paths that you can take. What would you like to experience? Who would you like to experience this with? How do you give yourself your best chance when it comes to love and fulfillment and happiness, emotional fulfillment, right? Releasing any fears and not being guarded and letting the ego control what happens in your life and what you experience in your life. Trusting your intuition and your higher knowing and Spirit's guidance and Spirit's signs and synchronicities to trust yourself and take the leap of faith. So let's see. Let's see what. So see, and this is the Fool, a 0. Oh, where's it at? It's a brand new cycle. A brand new reality for you, Maria. And it's because you've created it. You called all of this in. Right? She's just sitting there, and whatever she wants, she clearly decides what she wants, and it comes to her now. So when it comes to the past, they're wanting you to refocus and change your attitude when it comes to whatever happened in the past. Forgiving yourself. Not being so cold and detached from your emotions. Let's see what numbing's about. There's that choice. Devil in the reverse. taking those? Yes. Okay. Check it out. Binding energy to your current person or situation. No longer running from your emotions, right? When emotions come up, acknowledge them, accept them as they are, but you do not have to accept them as truth. Bring some compassion in, forgiveness, and then move yourself up the emotional scale, Maria. Instead of numbing and running from the emotions or settling, go for what you want. Go for your dreams. Whatever you want, you can have, but you have to believe in yourself, in your ability to create the life that you want, that you've called in. You've called in love. You've called in a stable foundation. Two of Wands. He has the freaking world in his hands. And the wands represent like passion, right? But he's leaving one behind for where his soul is calling him to journey. What is your soul calling you to do? What do you value? What do you value in a relationship? And trusting yourself to make that decision, to release toxic behaviors, negative thought forms, negative belief systems. Learn the lessons that Spirit is putting before you, embracing the energy that is before you. And then we got the Six of Wands, success and victory, right? With the Knight of Cups. Okay. They shared a lot of information for us today, Maria, and I hope you enjoyed all the messages that came through. I thought they were beautiful. I will get... Okay. And I want to get some final messages for you. Okay. I really hope the messages have resonated with you so far. I thought they were really beautiful messages. And you may want to watch this and then maybe in a week or a few days watch it again, because there are codes and hidden little vibrations that you will pick up on, energetic exchanges, energetic information exchanges that go on, and activation that goes on with being here with me and my energy. And, you know, you might watch it one time and hear things one way, but then you watch it again and you hear it in a completely different sense, right? That clarity. So, final messages for Maria, please, Spirit. Final messages for Maria. Final messages for Maria, please. Do you have anything else to say to Maria? Oh. Finally. Beautiful. Birthing a new age. And it is whatever you want it to be, Maria. You get to choose. Birthing new creations, that Empress energy again. Dreaming a new world into being. Yes. Visualize what you want. Affirm what you want. Every day, say your affirmations. Say your mantras. Call in the energy that you would like to experience. Call in the Ascended Masters, the angels or archangels to assist you in making choices and clearly understanding what you want. You can call in and ask for help, right? The initiation. Yes. I feel like that's perfect to describe it, your energy. The initiation, rite of passage, and crossing the threshold, uncharted territory. Yes, a reality that you've never been in before. And that's the thing. You know what you want, but your ego is afraid of change. Don't go down that old path. That rusty, dusty, busted ass old path where it doesn't feel good there. It doesn't look nice. Have negative thoughts. Don't believe in yourself. No. Postpone, pause, say no. And I'm going to get one more for you, Maria. And that'll be it. Messages for Maria. Please, Spirit, pulling in Maria's energy. What message do you have for her? Final messages from Maria. Let's do a final message. For the Virgo. Can we do that, Spirit? Final message for the Virgo. I feel like, yeah. Okay, we'll see what comes out. Whoa. Oh, that's so funny. I got cat spirit earlier today. Turtle spirit. Cat and turtle. 13, which breaks down to a 4. 62. This goes to an 8. 8 and 4. Abundant foundations. Abundant relationships. Fulfilling relationships. Birthing a new age. Slow and steady wins the race. Cat spirit, claim your independence. Let's do turtle. 182. Just if you wanted to see it. Turtle spirit arrives to remind you that when you do what you need to do, putting one foot in front of the other and trusting that you will see your intentions manifest in perfect timing, your prosperity and love will grow exponentially. Now is not the time to rush in trying to force matters. Move slowly, perhaps so slowly that it almost feels as if you're not moving at all. This may be a time to crawl before walking. Take your time to align your turtle spirit's place as you contemplate this road you are on, doing what you need to do in this small moment that will soon pass. Turtle spirit reminds you that sometimes the best action is to slow right down. So if it feels as if you're not doing enough, know that simply being aware of what is happening right now may be an important step towards determining whether you need to pivot or simply keep putting one foot in front of the other. True love and true success comes with patience, says Turtle Spirit. Focus on the now, and the next step will be clear. Instead of focusing on the future, trying to figure out how the future would play out if you were with this person, how the future would play out if you were with this person, what you really want, instead of focusing on all of that, I want you to focus on the right now. And I'm being drawn back to that message from earlier. It's not what they are doing or what they are saying. It's when they do or say what they say, what does it trigger within you? What thoughts come up for you? What thoughts come up about Maria? What beliefs come up about Maria? What beliefs come up about this person? What emotions come up, right? What story are you telling when it comes to yourself in this relationship? Because whatever story you're telling is what you're creating, right? So Turtle Spirit is giving you the message that the best thing to do right now is let go of the drive to complete or control and do more. Let go of the drive to complete or control and do more. Instead, simply be. As an old Norse saying goes, we do without doing and everything gets done. Spirit conspires on your behalf, so slow to a crawl or even stop, releasing any fear that life is a race that you might be losing. Trust that peace, prosperity, love, and purpose are all yours to enjoy right now. Do not do, simply be. Beautiful messages. Beautiful messages. I think they made a lot of sense. 41. Last message for you. When cat spirit meow, she is calling you to claim your independence. And remember, we talked about that codependent emotional attachment, needing external validations of your own emotions. Claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in life. The only way you can grow in all of your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror all of this back to you in kind. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live, and practice taking risk as you wander into new territory for you. Cat Spirit rejoices. She is here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. This may be the time you are facing some unpredictable situations. You are hesitant to take a risk, too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you can't trust yourself. Wow. Cat Spirit is saying go for it because you will land on your feet. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there's no reason to worry. Cat Spirit loves to mix it up. And these seeming upsets will actually bring you some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. Get ready to pounce, as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success. So embrace the adventure. You are sure-footed and can trust yourself. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, these cards were perfect. Girl, you better go get your abundant foundation. You better trust yourself. Okay? Your energy is beautiful. I just see that you get caught up on processing emotions or like being in your head when it comes to decisions and using your head instead of your heart to make decisions. Because you try to like weigh out the options, right? Which one, good, bad, right, wrong. But they're wanting you to just be. Allow your intuition to come in. Allow yourself to feel any insecurities or fears or lack or limiting self-worth, any unrequited love for yourself and others. Allow that to come up. Any guilt, any shame, any resentment, any regret, anything from the past. Allow it to surface so that you can see it. And once you see it and you acknowledge it, it is no longer in control of you. You are the only one controlling your life and what you experience, okay? So be discerning with the energies that you plug into and refocus on what you do want, right? All right, Maria, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if it resonated with you. If you have anything to say back to me, I welcome you, obviously, to email me and let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, sending you so much love and light and clarity, you beautiful soul. Thank you for letting me read for you. I love you, Maria. Have a wonderful weekend, and Empress of Duality out.